website, it was pretty revolutionary at the time. So his idea was, instead of the people who sell things name the price, why don't the people who want to buy things name the price? So he called that website Priceline.com. And it was a really interesting site. If you want to buy a plane ticket, if you want to buy a used car, if you want to buy whatever you want, you just offer how much you were willing to pay for it. And if somebody accepted your bid, then you would buy it and you would pay that price. So he started this website called Priceline.com. And one of the first and largest industries that they went after was travel. And specifically in travel, what makes the most money as an industry is plane tickets. So he went to one of the largest airplane, airliners, right? He went to American Airlines and he asked them, every day you fly your airplanes with about 40% of your seats empty. What if you could give those to me and I could find a way to give you some money for it? Wouldn't that be interesting? And he wished that this guy, Jay Walker, would get hit by a bus because he saw that this was going to be very disruptive to his business. But anyway, long story short, does anybody know what eventually happened to Priceline? No. Okay. Priceline eventually got a huge deal and bought Booking.com. Okay? And then that became the way that pretty much hotels were run and such. And what became of American Airlines is it's kind of gone bankrupt right now. Almost bankrupt, sort of held up by the government. But the long story short is you'll find a lot of very interesting ideas if you do take an adventure and read this particular blog. I found it very, very inspirational because a lot of the problems that the early travel companies faced are pretty much the same problems that we face in terms of our negotiation with partners, our struggle to survive like a crisis. Many of these companies, Priceline, Booking, they all got their start. TripAdvisor, they got their start during the worst times in travel. And you can kind of see what they were up to. Each story is told by one of the original founders of each particular organization. TripAdvisor was pretty interesting. They had started above like a restaurant. So they were like in this Ruko and they were working above like a fish restaurant. So anyway, pretty good stories there. So if you're interested in history of the travel industry, please check that out. That was a good read. Probably one of the best reads about travel that I've ever read about at all. Okay, next, I've decided to tidy things up a little bit, put things into boxes. So our company vision and mission now have like a little table to sit in. So vision and mission statement are there. And what I've done is I've tidied up things so that each particular chapter related to partnerships, related to community, related to guests, related to our product has something that they can add to our mission. So if you find anything that's inspirational, that could inspire delight by sharing your story of how you've transformed a partner, a guest, or a potential employee through hospitality innovation, please put it right here. Okay, the first one we're going to take a look at are about guests. So I'll turn over to Cynthia. And Cynthia, can you tell us a little bit more about some of these reviews?
Yes, thank you everyone. Good morning.
Morning, Cynthia.
So this is actually the guest that stay at Villa Tortoise. I think Andre got this guest reviewed and also posting on Instagram. She said that terima kasih Bukit Vista untuk villa yang sangat nyaman dan membuat saya memiliki pengalaman liburan yang sangat menyenangkan. Baru kali ini saya liburan di Bali, menginap di villa pemandangan pantai indah, walaupun agak jauh dari parkiran ke villanya, tapi lelahnya terbayar saat melihat pemandangan yang sangat menakjubkan. I think this moment is beautiful when the guests could share with us. They're willing to share, and yeah, I think this is the part of hospitality that we have provide to them.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Cynthia. That does look like a transformational moment for this guest. All right, next one. So we have a next review. So this one, I'll
Yes,
defer to
thank
Cynthia
you.
again.
This is actually the follow-up for the previous all hands. If we remember that there's a guest that we managed to help her surprise her husband with the pool, with the flower of the pool at Villa Wisca. So this is the review from them. So the guest is very, very happy. And then, yeah, once again, I think we got more repeater guests in the future.
Excellent, very nice. All right, this is Ari with. Oh yeah, I remember you guys covered the
Yeah,
swimming pool with the
yes,
flowers.
yes, that's
It's like
very
that.
beautiful, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, great idea. And I'll go to Cynthia again for the third review.
Okay, well, actually, I'm not really sure about this. But yeah, we got another guest that is delighted again by our service. Let's read his review together here. So I had a word with Jing and Bukit Vista hospitality team prior to my flight for Bali, and they guide me well on the prerequisites of flying during COVID. Address and location details were sent in advance. Oh, okay. So I think this case is delight of our service by providing good information, a good service before their stay, and so yeah, um, he is very happy and he will next soon. Another repeater guest.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Cynthia. From this review, Cynthia, can I assume that people can actually get into Bali because it seems like they are talking about how to fly into Bali.
Well, I don't really know about the detail where the guest flight from. It could be the guest already in Indonesia, or I'm not sure that is they are coming from the overseas.
I
But
see.
maybe, yeah.
Okay. All right. So there is some evidence that some flights are coming to Bali, which I think we all know at this point.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, over to Rafik. Rafik. Oh, this is your review, right, Rafik?
Yes, exactly. This guest is from India, exactly. It's direct
Wow.
flight to Bali, right?
Okay.
So
Oh wow.
this is the information that I give to the guests. If you find a flight, try to stop by at Jakarta. I said like that. So I give a very details
Wow.
about how the flight. This is called pro hosting. If I say so, that's why I said the flying during COVID. So they don't want to miss Bali, so they just book the flight through Jakarta and Jakarta to Bali. So
Okay.
this is exactly what they need from us.
That's
So
amazing.
we don't lose the reservation, and the guests don't lose their traveling plan. That is the mission exactly.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much, Rafik. So I think that is actually fairly well done. So that is an innovation. Instead of saying, "Oh, well, it can't be done," it can be done if we show enough determination.
Instead
So,
of
okay,
website,
Rafik, thank you for
malah
being
lebih
super
kuat di
proactive there
RTM
and
karena
thinking of a
lebih banyak
way
pengunjungnya
to
di RTM.
accomplish our mission of transforming and delighting guests. I'm sure that was a great experience for Mr. Nirajan.
Iya.
Okay. Thank you, Rafik, for the update. And let's continue. So, the next update is actually coming from Tendi. Perfect. Great timing, Tendi. Tendi, tell us about your update, the BDC talks now.
Mhm.
Tendi! Okay, let's go over to Rafik. Rafik, maybe you
Yeah,
can.
thank you.
Uh-huh.
Every attendees to appreciating. So this is for example for the first I want to thank you with Lily, Lisa, and also Rose and Candy to organize this one. And this is we call it She Talk because it's community talk. So thank you also for the patience because waiting for almost 1 hour to install the Google Meet and whereby it's loading. So this is inspired delight by Kebunyanyang owner. So he's very humble person. So already with us, and he mentioned Bayu take the first photo at the Kebunyanyang. So yeah, it's very delight, and also why he also tell how they trust and like that. So if you want to know more detail about the video, I already put on the on the bottom.
Okay. All right.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Excellent. Yes. Loud and clear, Rafik. And how,
Yeah.
Rafik, did you get record to work on Google Hangout?
You can ask Ross.
Oh, wow. Okay, Ross, very good.
Ross, because if you admin, you can record it. I think so.
I didn't know that. Okay, excellent. Very good option. That might be very helpful. All right. I've already put it on YouTube for everyone to see. So this is great. This is part of our new program, which is called Bukit Vista C Talks. So these are community talks that we get together partners to discuss a little bit about why they are working with Bukit Vista. I think this is very inspirational, especially if you're working in marketing or community, both, because we should hear the stories of how, the oral stories of how the partner came to appreciate our service. Okay, great. And the next one I'll mention, so this is in support of the mission to inspire delight through hospitality innovations that positively transform our employees. We had eTalk 6, which we co-hosted with a few student groups in UGM and also UI. So we brought together 4 speakers from Gojek, Google, Tokopedia, and Bukalapak to talk about data science, which was really great. I think we had about 60 attendees, but I think the brand awareness on this was fairly broad in the data science community in Southeast Asia. So that part, I think, is a good first step, and hopefully this program can continue to get bigger. It's of course nothing new. I think we all know we have BDE talks, but I felt especially fun to contribute to this one. And we're having another one and another one after that. So number 7 is on October 28th, and we were going to talk about digital marketing in the pandemic era, which is another fairly interesting topic. Okay, so anybody with any inspirational stories, I'll leave this space free and available for updates. So please send your updates up here if you have anything that you'd like to report that supports the company mission. Okay, next thing, let me talk about something real quick. So this is something that we saw on the employee motivation survey, and I'll cover that more in detail with Ara at the next all hands. Sorry, we didn't have all of it ready for you guys today, but we will decide what things we want to improve. For the most part, the one thing that we saw that kind of struck out was this idea of burnout, right? So you can avoid burnout by being more competent at whatever role you're doing. And this goes back to a very simple principle that at Bukit Vista, we have 3 resources that most people generally use to get their things done. The resources are your time, your energy, and your skill. And so if you find that you're only using time and energy to accomplish a task, then perhaps that isn't enough. Perhaps it's time to really ask yourself, can I get better skilled at this? And the answer to that is always yes. You can always find ways to improve your skills. We hire people here, and we hire interns here who have growth mindset, self-learners, and they have a bias to action. So don't think at any point that I can't get the skill to do it, because everyone can. So if you learn how to be more confident and upgrade your skill set, then you should be able to do the role more efficiently by using less time to do it. You can use innovations that we are sharing broadly throughout the company, such as time blocking. That's a really good way to improve efficiency. Look for ways to upgrade your skill. We share LinkedIn Learning, we share BVE Talk. There's a lot of ways to learn how to upgrade your skills if you find that you're not getting enough done within the given amount of time. Campaign structure allows us to focus, and it's been voted as one of the most influential projects, I think, by everyone here. So that one allows focus to happen too, and also delegation and learning how to delegate better. So gotta separate the feeling from the actual work, and then double down on your strengths. That's another important thing. So a lot of times what I see our company do, and perhaps this is culture-wide as well, is that instead of spending more time on things that we're good at, we spend a lot of time on things that we're not good at. So as you evolve and grow through the company, you should get to know yourself also a little bit better too. Get to know what you have, let's say, strengths in, and remove what you don't have strengths in, and spend more time on your strengths and less time on your weaknesses. A lot of times people do the opposite. They'll double down on their weaknesses, and of course you're probably going to feel more burnt out if you're doing something that is not your key strength. All right. So anyhow, that's what I just want to briefly say about avoiding burnout. Let's be realistic too. I mean, this isn't exactly like a full-blown real production time yet. We're sort of in a crisis. The normal guest flow that we get is about 50 times more. So we're operating probably at about 4% of peak capacity at the moment. So it is a really good time to upgrade skill, and it is a really good time to think about how you become more competent at doing your role. Okay, anyhow, October theme is the same as September. We're going to focus on survival. Most of the focus and energy and how we budget our time and resources is to achieve revenue so that we can pay everybody here and we can cover our operational costs. So, okay, going on into this, if you're new here, please come back to the all hands and read the mission of your chapters. That is so that you can align the work that you do with where the chapter is actually headed. Okay. Next, let's go into the updates. Now we have quite a lot of updates today, so please no more than just about 2 minutes per update. We'll start with Rafik. Rafik, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Good morning. So my personal or team achievement is the community talk with Pak Kupunyanyang already explained it before. And then my biggest personal growth is start to eat healthy food. But on Saturday, Buraka give me a big satay, so get 6 days instead of 7 days to healthy food. But it's okay. The biggest action about is trust, caring, and sharing with our partner. It means a lot for them. So this is campaign for the community engagement. It's very they still think we care about them and everything, right? So almost 100% is contract already signed for the for the partners to continue work with us. And also, I would like to innovate. This is my experience with the Indian guests. So be proactive. So fast respond and then recommend what they're doing. That is my update. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Rafik. Actually, Rafik's particular contribution here, these are very fundamental, and I think these are very foundational, Rafik, for the company. It is really about trust, caring, and sharing, and perhaps that's the page we should call it. We should call it the Trust, Share, Community, Caring page. So I think this is the core pillar of defining our community. And thank you for your contribution, and this goes out to also Nadine and HAR for thinking of a way to innovate on the inquiries to get a higher conversion rate, which is something that we need a lot of help with at the moment. So thank you, Rafik, for doing your part.
Happy to help.
Oops.
You are mute, sir.
Sorry about that. I accidentally swiped on my trackpad and it did. Okay, never mind. Okay. Anyway, let's go next to Tendi. Tendi, your update, please.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Tendi.
Yeah, you are enjoy today, and then the biggest achievement is organized for the first BVC talk and starting the birthday and anniversary celebration to the partner. And then the next one is learn more about the video editing and content. And then the next one is this is from the C-Talk with Paika. Yeah, mostly he said local partner using reference from friend to find a property management to manage their property because their friend is already filled and how to manage how the management performance. So in community we will get more engaged and touch with partners, so we get have a good relation with them as well for the reference. And then the last is how to delight the guests is make sure what we advertise is what they will get, even if possible more than what the guest expectation with the something small special surprise.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Tendi.
Yeah.
And Tendi and Rafik, remember, every program succeeds only if you have another episode, right? Like BVE Talk, BBC Talk. This is really good. I think it's super powerful. And it's up to you guys to come up to keep up the momentum.
Yes, next Saturday is Pak Edi Pondok Dini Ubur, sir.
Hey, great. Fantastic. That's what I'm talking about. And you can announce it on the all hands so that we can come. Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Rafik. Tendi. Next, Russ. Welcome in, Russ. Okay, over to you for your update, Russ.
Okay, sir. Good morning, everyone. So my personal achievement at PM is, so I buy my timetable because there's so many deadlines and tax excitement in PM. So and responsibility and campaign. So I buy my timetable and slowly now and especially in second week of my internship, I have started to become multitasking. Before, I'm not multi-type person. Through my personal timetable, I can see which one is more urgent to do first, and so it can be said I was trained to become a person who is multitasking uh, and to see what is prioritize something that deserves to be prioritas first. And other personal achievements. So my friend and me won the scientific paper competition in third place. This is the title. And yeah, and through this paper competition, especially the topic, it's grew more my empathy and my vision to do community service. And sir, can you scroll down? Okay. So my action will, apa sih ini? So I want to manage my time better, able to prioritize which one should be prioritized, and able to become a multitasking person again. And yeah, and I think we need to set targets, and every day the target must be increased, and we need to work effectively and efficiently. For example, the partner contract renewal and TST program at TM, which if we work effectively and efficiently with our property partner, it will also affect request to stay like that.
Okay, and okay, all right. Thank you very much, Ross, for the update. So on this one, this is just a reminder, Kendi and Rafik. I think we have a writer here. So if Ross is winning competitions on her writing capabilities, definitely that is something good, well within her ZPD. And think about ways that we can leverage that in the community building. All right, next, Andre is at class right now. I'll read his update. So personal achievements is that he's starting to fix the HAR library to document all the new best practices and code conduct on HAR chapter. This will help the process of delegation. For his personal growth, remembers to details matter. Last week I've been doing some little mistakes about delegation because I don't details matter, and I realize how important this is to keep the works fine and clear. On actionable discovery, sometimes I still put myself shadowing people around me. I see how they make a decision, creating idea or something. This is the idea of learning as well as I apply to myself. Very good. Okay, and then his idea for delighting, inspiring delight. Been said this many times, but really need to do this. Welcome them home, away from home. We should really make them feel home from the very first. Communication is the key. Understanding who's our audience, using the correct message to engage. Moreover, knowing the good time to engage, when they can open a conversation, when they can use to engage with them. People need to sok kenal sok dekat, so people will get to know about us. Cool. All right, I would agree. I think this is a beautiful vision, Andre. Okay, next, let's go over to Shintia. Shintia, your discussion, please.
Yep, thank you, sir. So, for my team achievement, I think we have rolled out BVE Talk 6 Data Science for Startup. Thank you for everyone who has involved, and we'll learn so many things, I think, about it, and hopefully it could be applied, those lessons, for the next BVE Talk. First of all, yep, fail fast, but the essential thing is we do remember that is the purpose of why we do it at the very first time. And then my biggest personal growth is I'm starting to join Robin Roberts' class on master class because I realized my blind spot through feedback session after HR Scrum before. I still lacked on the way I communicate, so I hope it will get better to support my career as well. And then my biggest discovery is I think, yeah, you can identify your blind spot during feedback session and you can improve yourself and grow yourself more. And then I'm not sure this is actually answer your question or not, sir. But for me, hospitality is growth within you and start from your heart. If we'd like to innovate hospitality, first it should start from your ourselves. Maybe we should start to ask question like, is it make the guest happy? Is it make the guest fulfilled? Or is it providing service to the guest? So I think, yeah, that's from me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cynthia. And this is great. I think Robin Roberts, by the way, is a moderator, right? So
Yeah,
broadcaster.
the news anchor, yeah.
Very good, very good. Okay. Great to see that you're finding good mentorship, internal and external, upgrading skills. And I believe this is correct. It does start from within, asking these key questions about guest service, about inspiration. That is the true beginning of how we can inspire delight. Okay, next, let's go over to Nadine. Nadine, I'll read her update. And okay, so biggest achievement is that she conducted the third inquiry workshop with the HAR team, conceived the result progression on Airbnb, but still looking forward to make the progress on other platforms. Come join us if you are an HAR ready person. LOL. Okay, marketing team, especially the market builder, would you be our guest for the next workshop to share about excellent negotiation? Yes. If you're in marketing, please collaborate with HAR and see what they do with products that you finally bring in. This, I think, is good for feedback and can allow you to have a better understanding of what type of products we need to bring to the HAR teams. So next, on personal growth, get back to my frequent workout jogging schedule. Morning jogging can really refresh your mind. Or try Bollywood Zumba. TikTok dancing is part of my workout too. Yes, I can attest that TikTok dancing seems to be one of Nadine's favorite pastimes. And for actionable discovery, I got inspired by Shinty to have a small notebook. Sometimes writing all notes on digital paper is boring. So try something new on small things like buying new cute stationery or wearing your favorite outfit for work, which bring you a little happiness at the beginning of the day and can increase your spirit on remote work, get you more productive. Yes. All right. Engagement and experience is necessary to make the guests become our loyal guests. So pleasant experience, great communication, easy check-in, and requests provided. Brilliant. I think that's simple and straightforward. Okay, very good. Thank you, Nadine. Next, over to Dista. Dista, welcome back. Your floor, Dista.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Yeah, here I have a very small achievement actually. Yeah, the first day of my trial program, like Andre asked me to try handle inquiry on Facebook, and then one of the inquiry that I handled at the time was converted on the next day because Cynthia told me that it was converted. Like, yeah, I was happy, and then yeah, get me more excited to start my working in Bukit Vista, and then. At this one, I don't want to wasting my time for nothing, like literally nothing, because yeah, this pandemic to make us to stay at home, right? And then yeah, at some point this is necessary, but I need to keep moving. That's why one of my big actionable is then I decided to join Bukit Vista again because I never thought that I will work fully while working on my undergraduate right now, and then. Yeah, I need to spend my time for the positive activities to improve myself. So I just Bukit Vista.
Thanks.
And then the last time is I thought that to innovate for the hospitality is to fulfill their special need. That's one of the extra service that we can do for the guests and partner and also for our team. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dista. Let's go next to Maria. Maria, welcome. I think this is your first update. Maria, go for it.
So good morning, everyone.
Morning, Maria.
My personal achievement is accepted as an intern at Bukit Vista. However, I still need a lot of practice and guidance from you guys. And for my biggest personal growth, I'm learning about time management and prioritize things. And about my actionable discovery, I give several words of encouragement to support my friends, and I get satisfaction when they feel at ease. And so it's like you get what you give, something like you share happiness, and you get your happiness back as well. And for innovative hospitality, I think we need to listen to our guests and understand their needs. We try to place ourselves from the guest perspective. I think that's
Perfect.
all.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Maria. And thank you, I think, for your... Is this your first update on the All Hands, Maria?
I think yes, sir.
Okay, well, hey, first milestone. Great. Okay, next to me. So on my biggest personal achievement, I felt like it was a blast to actually work on the eTalk 6, data science for startups. I think we're able to actually innovate the BVE Talk template. That means in the future we should see new progression on BVE Talk and improve a few things. So we decided to add a huddle hour. So instead of just kind of ending the conference on the hour, we would hang around a little bit afterwards, nongkrong a little bit. So that was pretty cool. And the idea of using co-hosts was also something I thought was pretty vital and good for future BVE talks. So my biggest personal growth is finding new hobbies that I can lose myself 100% in. So this does allow you to come back to work with a fresher mind. So both my hobbies are free, well, almost, and they're quite beneficial to mind and body. So what I've been doing is I kind of do ocean swimming these days. It's available. It's right here. It's plenty of fish to see. And also doing stand-up comedy. I'm not that funny yet, but anyways, unless it's at All Hands or something. But anyways, my actionable discovery is that BVE Talk was actually an enlightening experience, especially this most recent one. I realized that actually doing our events, the process of doing the events is actually doing marketing as well. So we're increasing our brand awareness to our potential target audiences. So these are potential guests. These are tech workers in Jakarta and Singapore. These are potential employees, potential mentors, and potential partners. So the process of doing BVE Talk is actually quite interesting as a marketing exercise altogether. And my idea is this, it's very similar to what's been said already. So I think we need to talk more with our guests. And I would schedule regular one-on-ones with guests, past and present, to check up on them. And when we understand our guests, I think we can speak to them using their own terms, their own language. Okay, that's my update. Next, let's go over to Ara. Ara, your update, please.
Okay, thank you, sir. So for the achievement, basically the most highlighted within this week as we onboarded some of people. So HR team had 2 SLA compliance in this week for hiring position in finance and HR. So thank you everyone that has been involved. And then for the next part is that personal growth. I think this is just some wisdom things that I've been thinking. To grow old is actually nature, but to grown up is your choice. So I hope you select the wise choice in your life for now. And then for the discovery, actionable discovery is that looking at how upcoming BVE Talk 7 going so far, I personally think that each tiny little details need a deadline to set, so that everyone aware of who to go to once it's not done, and the person can knows their lack in terms of responsibility too. And then about innovations, I think we need a higher engagement to any angle, whether it's partner, guest, colleague, or any other part. So I would say listen more, better, and carefully. So I remember there's this quote by Mahatma Gandhi: when you talk, you're only repeating what you already know. But if you listen, you may learn something new. So by listening, that's how I think we will be able to innovate faster and better. So yeah, that's for me. Thank you.
Nice. All right, okay. All right, yes, there's Ghani. Mahatma Ghani. Okay, fun. All right, next one I think is to Kiki. Kiki, over to your side for your update, please.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Stay healthy and happy. So, for my updates, the biggest achievement, it's actually not my team's current achievement, but I'm glad that we are now going spread brand awareness on hiring even more. So we got plenty of candidates for finance role in the pipelines lately, in the intern roles as well. And another thing is we also try to think strategically on how to deliver BVE Talk on focused audiences or groups. I think that's the achievement that I can think of so far. For biggest personal growth, actually nothing I can think of so far, but hanging around with people can boost my mood and somehow it helps to reduce my stress at work. So yeah, it's actually advice from Jim. So thank you. And also for biggest actionable discovery, I'm just thinking about what my mentors and lecturers always tell me. So they tell me that good writing comes from good reading. So whenever I find myself difficult to start writing, I always go to fiction books just to stimulate my perspectives on how I view this world, to understand better, to be empathize and boost my creativity. So I don't know how I just start writing, but training your emotion before writing is important. So yeah, and about inspiring delight to guests. To be honest, during my work in Bukit Vista, I have no certain experiences in inspiring delight to guests directly, but I believe what I do is part of inspiring delight because spread awareness to people who have the same vision and mission with us. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your update, Kiki. Let's go next to Shin. Is Shin here with us today? Shin.
Yes.
Oh, there you are,
Hello.
Shin. Hey, welcome.
Good morning, everyone. So my personal achievement, not really personal achievement, but I guess a team achievement is that we successfully conducted the BVE Talk 6. Yeah, so kudos to Jing, Shintia, Kiki, Ara, and Sherlyn, and VD, sorry, no, right her name, for working on the different parts of the funnel and stages for the event. And now we are continuing on to BBE Talk 7, which is great. Yeah, so personal growth, I guess, is the technical aspects on how to go about collaboration with the different unis and the people for BBE Talk. And I think that it requires a lot of constant communication and clarity. And then for actionable discovery is that I realized that with every problem, it's important to not just focus on the zoom in problem itself, but to zoom out and look at the bigger picture and to identify what exactly is the problem. Basically, what is the bigger issue or root issue that is present, and this will help me to solve any problems more effectively and efficiently. So the last one is just simply be personal, genuine, and to meet their needs, to be able to put their needs above our own. Yep,
Nice.
that's all for me.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Shin. All right. Next to Shailin.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Shailin.
For team achievement, it's actually SLA compliance for hiring finance and HR. I'm really grateful to the HR team for the great work. And also, warm welcome to the Jarvis batch. So congratulations that you passed your trials, and yeah, welcome to Bukit Vista. So yeah, biggest personal growth. I learned to screen CVs and shadow interviews the past week. It's good to be objective when doing selection process, and also how to drill the candidate's motivation. And next to actionable discovery, as I have been to host BP Talk 6, it was a really eye-opening experience to be involved in this awesome project. So it was really amazing that the small tasks that each one of us did leads up to a greater goal. Yay! How would you innovate hospitality to delight guests? So from my perspective, so before reaching out to guests, we have to innovate internally within our team. So when we understand the essence and value of hospitality, we definitely can deliver to our guests. Yeah. So that's from me. Thank you.
Perfect, Shailin. Thank you very much for the update. And yes, let's celebrate the arrival of the new interns at the Jarvis batch as well. And thank you, Shailin, for helping onboard them actually as well. Okay, next to Abrar. Abrar, over to you, sir.
Hi, sir. Thank you. So, hello, everyone. So, I don't have any current achievement right now. So, for the biggest personal growth that I learned about how to deal with stakeholders, like an Tech yesterday. It's quite fun since we share both playlist from the Bukit Vista and also his job. And about the biggest actionable discovery, so I decided to join the BV after some considerations, and hopefully it will be more fun and motivate me to improve my skill and knowledge that in line with BV vision and mission as well. And the last is I think we need to set the expectations, the good expectation towards the guests, and be welcome in a good manner, so they are the goal to stay with us. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, fantastic, Brian. Congratulations on your first update here at the
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, next over to Bayu. Bayu, to you, sir.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So my update from last week is basically I've changed a few things in our pipeline, and probably you cannot see it, or yeah, I see limiting access, removing password login, and then restructuring some code for data collection so that it's separated from bigger. Now, so basically, I'm working with VD so that BI can also use that, and it's not affecting bigger. So that's that. And then personal growth, I cannot think any, so I'll leave it. And then the biggest actionable discovery. Actually, we have free data everywhere. Actually, something that's not our own, external. Basically, what we need to do is actually we just need to understand what we want, and then what we can extract from that data. Internet is currently free. It's oil but free. Data is the new oil, but it's free now. A lot of things actually free. So we can actually have an action plan from all the successful listings in Bali, and then try to implement that to
That is my turn sekarang, Zal.
improve.
What is ini? Apa di situ?
Usually, we want to find similarities from our past successful inquiry. Use that for HR training to improve inquiry conversion. That's that. And then, how would I innovate hospitality? I think we need to be sincere and authentic. I think this is the least thing that people think about hospitality, but I think this is the most important, because what I see as fabricated hospitality is actually like surface, luxury, and other things like offer, but it lacks authenticity. So I think we can be real hospitable, and it will be more meaningful to guests. That's it for me.
Okay, thank you, Bayu. There was a few cutouts during Bayu's talk, but thankfully we're able to read, so I read that. I especially agree with this idea of the free data. There is a lot of, how would you say, the success cases are already there, so we just need to go harvest that information, find out what makes something succeed, and replicate it. So thank you very much. And absolutely, authentic hospitality, I think, was how we actually began, so let's not lose sight of that as our roots. So next, over to Wayana. Hey, over to your update.
Okay, good morning everybody. So I'm gonna read this quick because I know that a lot of people now. My personal team achievement is we got two Belas from Canvas in February in one partnership. Lalasa and one dari Villas is coming. Thanks for the marketing team. The biggest personal growth is improve a better mental for finance. I have goal in a month. Abra can manage like finance by his own. Need to have a milestone each week and achieve the goal. And then the biggest actionable discovery, you don't know what you don't know. Don't be afraid when you have a problem. You share your problem with people around you. Better and more fun if you share your problem with the person with their disability. And then how will you like innovate hospitality to delight the guests? Okay, so I think like for me, like based on like a previous experience, make impression how to make them feel. Can be special for them or you cares. So when you have this relationship, you have to be best based on what each guest that you handle. You have understand each guest value different. Guests value different things. Some guests have full input in the area. Some people happy when I bring them to local breakfast rather than as simple as that. Some people happy to follow the more hosting around and many more. So I think what I imagine for current situation, I imagine call them online, which make it different. I think because like people not meeting people, but if we can like basically have like personal interaction, that will make them special. So imagine that you have a baby. You need to be sensitive, understand what their needs. Not all baby cry or happy and cry in the same reason. So that's for me. Yes.
All right, spoken like a true mother. Okay, that is really awesome. That's kind of a beautiful analogy to see it as a guest side. Okay, over to Aldo. Aldo, over to you, sir.
Okay, hello everyone. So I don't have any big achievement. I just created an automatic and partnerships and also onboarding our artists on Traveloka. For my biggest personal growth is I am trying to work out for my own health. Something's going to happen to me, and for me it's because I haven't had a workout in a while. So yeah, to be more fit and my biggest actionable discovery is need to have an advanced connection between demand and supply for the guest. And how do I innovate hospitality? So I think getting as many feedback as possible, because lots of feedback, then lot of things for us to grow and innovate.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you very much, Aldo. Come with us to do ocean swimming or. Okay, next, let me go over to Rizal. Rizal, over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. For my basically this is a team achievement, which is a new marketing intern. Grace, welcome, Grace. She will supporting marketing team on the current campaign, daily activity, and also create her own campaign in the future. And for the biggest personal growth is I'm preparing the training materials now for the future intern or future employee, and which is to push myself again to using Feynman technique. And for the actionable discovery is okay. This is the graph of the Google trend basically. So there's so many interest on the Ubud Villa, and the second is Seminyak Villa. So I think it can important to marketing team and also BI team and also HR team to improve our current stat right now. And the other that is reconfirm that new local partner will more easily to acquire using friend reference. And for the innovation of hospitality is I think invite them to join private beach dinner or mount hiking or snorkeling. So it is like private hosting, but it's more bigger event basically. So I think that's yeah. Back to Jing.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much, Rizal. Let's go next to Gani for the updates there.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So good morning, everyone. So for my biggest achievement is able to contribute my 80% of my time and energy on sales funnel, involving Facebook group listing, optimize a lot of Airbnb listing with productive warnings, and traffic with SEO. And our goal is to understand what is and likes that related to them. And then for the actionable discovery is post content on Instagram that targeting Indonesian guests to trigger them to travel Bali during October and Christmas. And the last is innovate hospitality to delight guests, provide all information that guests need as complete as possible through creative process like copywriting, photos, infographics, and we can share info and experience through Instagram as well.
Excellent. All right, thank you very much, Gani. Next, over to Grace. Grace, for your first update.
Yes, good morning. I hope you are all having a good morning. So first of all, thank you for welcoming me to the chapter for Kak Rizal, Kak Gani, and Kak Aldo. I'm so happy. But yeah, sometimes I need a girlfriend. And then, however, yeah, thank you for answering a lot of my questions. So because this is so new to me, so and really thank you for not leaving me behind and always answering and giving me something to learn. And however, I still need to dig deep, of course, and learn more since I'm sure there are always something
to learn. And I think we were asked to find a cohort name for the therapist, and Nadia gave suggestion to come up with a name related to Bukit Vista core values. So, funny thing is, a couple weeks ago, I helped my younger sister to brainstorm about AI, and then so I came up with the name therapist, and surprisingly, they agreed. I don't know why they did though, but yeah, thank you. And then for biggest personal growth, I have contacted some of the potential lead for partners. And then it reminds me that to be respectful to anyone, even if people are not willing to be our partner, maybe because they want to manage their own villas or maybe they have another management going on. And it reminds me that sometimes these days some people are just respectful when they want something from us, but when we are not willing to do it, they don't care about us. So I think it's important to take note that being respectful is not about how much we can give or we can take, but it is rather our decision to do so. And because actionable discovery, since most of the time I'm writing on digital paper and it is sometimes somewhat tiring for my eyes and for my headache. So this week I started writing practice in a notebook and do journalings. And honestly, I want to try writing for the chapter campaign. Shout out to the boys, yeah. And then since for innovating hospitality, I think a lot of people have mentioned it before. Put yourself in someone's shoes and learn to view things from several perspectives and not from business only, but also for the delight of the guests.
Perfect. All right. Thank you very much, Grace, and welcome. And thank you for your first update at the All Hands. Next, we've got a few more minutes, so let's jump into it. Lilith, over to Lilith's update. Is Lilith with us here today?
Yes, sir.
There you are. Okay. All right.
Sorry for being late. So, thank you very much. I didn't have any big achievement for me, but for the sales funnels, as we know that we're still going on. And then I'm doing some activities for the BC campaign, so MVP in pipeline. And for personal growth, I identify something earlier and speak up more regarding discovery and try quicker. Try to do it quicker and stop it quicker if it is doesn't work. And then for the discovery, something similar to Mas Gani, and I hope that you all that have any idea about how to actually grab the opportunity for the long weekend this October. So please contact me or Gani perhaps. Then for how to inspire the live guests, keep chit chatting with the guests even for the long term guests, even they don't have any questions or problems. That means that we still care about them. Thank you, sir.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Lilith. Next over to Vidi.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. So for my biggest achievement this week, I moderated PV Talk, and that was fun. And yesterday, I actually bullied delegated an agent deal to Bukit Vista, so I think that's a good sign. For my biggest personal growth, I learned more about Node.js, Database, DevOps to help product development more, and also Kabayu. And I also refreshed my moderating skills. I tried answering inquiries in Facebook since it's more freestyle, but now since there's already a guideline, maybe I'll try answering it on Airbnb, and I got a compliment from a HM member, so that I think it's a good sign. For opportunity, weekend getaway, Airbnb promotion to be promoted in newsletter. And one way to innovate in hospitality, I think people like attention in hospitality when we go to restaurants or hotels, and we can create a lean system for this one. And also active personalization. I think a lot of people mentioned about this, but treating a guest as if they are like an old friend, basically, I think it's good. And we see this everywhere in Google, in everywhere, in marketplaces. There are a lot of personalization, and maybe this can also be applied in hospitality. We see this in bars, especially when bartenders actually feels they're like being very personalized to us, and it feels good, I think.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much, Vidi, for the update. And next, let's go over to Joseph. Joseph, are you here? Joseph, okay. I'll read Joe's update. No big achievement, no big personal growth. Doing is the best learning and maintain good communication with them for the updates. Okay, Tara is moving She's our intern from Spain, so she won't be at the all hands. Fira, next to Fira. Fira, are you here? Okay, I don't see Fira here, so I'll update her side. Our biggest achievement, finished and published a long-term rental page with Lilith and Masgani. Yes, I saw that new page. It looks great. Even though there's some stuff that needs to be changed, we will publish a better web interface. Thank you very much, Fira, for jumping in. I'm a person who must drink coffee every day because I'm afraid of being sleepy and less excited about the day, even though I have gastritis. But lately, I've been able to break the habit of drinking coffee every day without having a headache. I just need to take a short nap for 15 minutes. It's better than coffee, and of course, it's healthier. All right, great. Thank you. Yes, that is good. And on actionable discovery, asking other people's perspective and expectation of our work is the fastest way to grow. Excellent. Thank you very much. That's self-learning. And how would you innovate hospitality? Having a personal approach, get to know their problems and needs, give them the perfect experience, and play with their emotions. All right. Thank you for the update, Fira. Next is Nadia. Nadia's here. Okay, Nadia, your update, thanks.
Alright, so my personal achievement, I would say like get to work as an intern and be able to contribute to the company. And for my personal growth, so I've been reading 2 books in a week, which is quite a lot because usually I can only finish like 1 book in a month. But for this week, I've been reading 2 books. And also, I've been reading a lot of materials for the projects related to the company. And yeah, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts to improve my language skills. Okay, so for, I don't know about this one. So I've been reading this book and I've been like putting these quotes. It says, the book's from Amazon, How the World's Most Relentless Retailer Will Continue to Revolutionize Commerce. It said that we're a company of pioneers. It's our jobs to make bold bets, and we get our energy from inventing on behalf of our customers. And the thing that I've been underlined is that success is measured against the possible, not the probable. And the last thing, I don't know if answer the questions, but for me as UX designer, the thing that I always want to like keep in mind is like always listen to the users and also always try to put myself in their shoes.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much, Nadia. All right, we've ran a little bit over time, so I'm going to skip over the core values for today, but we'll cover it next time at the next all hands. Okay, so once again, welcome to all the interns. Thank you for the input on how to innovate hospitality better. Hopefully this all hands was inspirational to sort of see how we all are approaching the same mission from different perspectives. All right, everyone, have a great week ahead. Remember, inspire, delight, and keep the mission going forward. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.